Hi everybody and welcome back to my War Games Hobby channel. This is Graham, my mate.
Good to see you all. Hope you're all well.
And I wonder if you can guess where we are. Well, we're having a cup of coffee at the moment, but we're at the Excel Centre in London and we've come to Salute 50. So we're going to have a look, walk around, aren't we, Graham?
We are indeed. Spend some money.
A little bit. He's going to spend more than me.
Oh, we'll see.
Right, let's have a look around. Here's the queue to get in. We're going to have to join this queue now. It seems to be moving quite quickly though. Oh look, we got a free gift. There you go. Whatever it is. Oh, there's look, can you see over there? There's a bit more of a queue. There we are. We're still in the queue. We're waiting to get in. Things are moving a bit quicker now. I think they're just letting people come in short bursts. Look at that, we're zooming along now, guys. We're going to be in there in a minute. There you go, there's the entrance over there. There we are, look, we've got some guys here with big swords. My goodness. Look at that, I don't know what they're from. Someone will tell me, no doubt. Right, here we go. Where do we go from here? There we are, we're in the show. We'll go a bit higher now. There you go. This is Salute 50. Looks a bit busy, doesn't it? We picked up our bag on the way in, so we know where things are. Crikey. Well, we're going to be here a couple of hours. I'm not going to keep this video going the whole time. I'll report back when I find something interesting. Here's the first game we're looking at. I don't know what it is. There we go. This is the first game. This is Philip.
Yes, it is.
Hello, Philip.
Hello.
Oh, look at this. This is a very impressive.
Oh, thank you. I've seen you before.
Crawley War
I was
Games.
at Farnborough
Curry Club. Oh, I like that.
15 years ago.
I know. I remember.
So they war game and they eat curries at the same time. What a good idea.
It's going to be a failure.
Look at that. That's superb, isn't it? Very good.
I'm still party.
This is different. Tales of Men, Myths and Monsters. Wow. Skirmish War Games. I don't know what this is, but it looks to me a bit like a Dam Busters. Could be. That's supposed to represent a bit of flak, maybe. Oh, look, there's the dam. Yeah, I'm right. It's the Dam Busters. Wow, what's a novel idea. Excellent. This is Peterborough War Games Club. Well, what a nice idea. I don't know what the idea is to... They're going to try and get that plane across and drop the bomb to hit the dam, I suppose. Look at this. How interesting.
Happy? No bomb's gone?
This is a modern game, obviously. Iraq 2004. Well, although it's very busy here, you can see there's lots of room down the side, so you can spread out. If you want to get a bit of peace and quiet, you come over to the side of the hall. Right, I'm going to start going to some of the trade stands now. The Old Guard. There we are, Hurst Community Centre, Hurst Road, Bexley in Kent. Well, look at this game they put on here. Big Napoleonic. Wow. I don't know how many 28mm figures are on the table here, but it's a lot, isn't it? Here's the Warlord stand. Quite a big stand, as you can see. Wow. It's a nice bolt action game going on here. Look at this. Looks pretty impressive, doesn't it?
We pick the brains about this. Of course, it's something that we all kind of.
Well, this is some sort of painting going on here. Ah, speed paint contest. There we go. All having a go at using these speed paints. See what results they get. What a good idea. Maybe I'll have a go later. This one, Blood and Plunder, presented by Firelock Games. Look at this is impressive, isn't it? Nice boats. Very good. Oh yeah, Blood and Plunder rules by Firelock Games. Look, they're even dressing up one for the occasion.
British Commander, 2 British Commanders. We've got a queue.
Do you know, it's lovely here because I've had a couple of people come up and said hello to me. They've seen my stuff on YouTube. As you know, I don't do a great deal, but they obviously recognise me. And it's lovely to talk to people and meet them for the first time. I'm glad to come. It's really good fun, actually. You can see it's quite busy, but you know, you don't feel that there's room to get around. And look at this. This is the other side of the hall now. And along here, you don't have to feel as though everyone's right on top of you. You can spread out a bit. Yeah, it's excellent. The War Bases stand, they're always very helpful. In fact, I've just been asking some questions about some of the things that they can do for me, and they can do virtually anything you like. If it's not something they already make, they'll make it for you. So very helpful. I shall be putting my order in later. As you know, I play Lion Rampant, and I'd already bought these markers for being battered and rallying, and I asked them to make some for units that have been activated, because sometimes you forget which units you've activated, especially in a big game. And I'll see now they've got them for sale, because they did those for me, and now obviously they've decided that other people might want them. So yeah, highly recommend these. They'll do anything you like actually at War Bases. If you tell them what it is you're after, they'll make them for you. Very helpful. Here we are, I've just bumped into Dom.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
I'm very, very well.
He's
Nice to
spending
meet
lots of
Salute
money.
again. Don't tell anybody, especially not the missus.
He's
You know, the
spending...
first queue I went to was the Oath Mark, weird shit, all the badges and boroughs. The queue out there was ridiculous, but it's okay. I got my giant bear, so it's all fine.
Well, he's going to spend more money than me. Yes, it looks like it already. Nice to see you, Dom.
Yeah, and you, mate.
Well, Perry Miniatures. Yeah, I want those. So I better go over and have a look, see what deals they got. Oh, look at this. I think I'm going to spend some money here. This is not a good idea looking at this stand. Look, I've got to buy these 4 now, because my next project for doing Lion Rampant and for Saga as well is at Agincourt. I'm doing 100 Years War. So these are the 4 I want. That'll keep me going. The rate I paint, it's about 6 months worth of painting I've just bought today. 4 boxes. My next project being 100 Years War. mainly for line rampant, but I'll use them for when the saga Age of Chivalry comes out. I'm sure it'll be covering the 100 Years' War. I'm not certain, but I'm sure it probably will do. So I bought them for that as well. So as I say, the rate that I paint, that's a good 6 months worth of painting I've just bought there. Right, let's carry on walking around. Nice big stand for Wayland Games. Wow, they're doing well. They're busy. There's Wayland Games from the other side. Very big stand, and they're mega busy. I think the traders are going to do well here today. Hopefully they will. Some more painting going on here. So it's a painting competition. They all look pretty much look like they're putting a lot of work and a lot of detail into their painting. There you go, paint all the minis, play painted. So, how does it work? Step 1, choose a mini. Step 2, paint it. Step 3, enter a free prize draw. Step 4, take your mini away with you. Easy. Absolutely, what a good idea. Maybe this is another painting competition. Yeah, 2 thin coats paints, paint and take. Wow, this is really good that they're doing painting competitions. There's a lot of serious painters here. I'm not very good at painting these days. I do a very basic job. I do all right. I'm quite happy with what I do. But when I see what some of these people are doing, it makes me realise that I've got a lot to learn. But it's lovely to see things like this at a show. And there's 2 or 3 of these painting competitions, and they're all full up. There's people sitting down doing a very good job. Yeah, what a good idea. Right, here's a big battle to the strongest, using to the strongest rules. Let's see if we can get near to have a look at the game. Look at this. Will you look at that? That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Wow. There's a lot of pike there. Look like Macedonians to me. Against Macedonians? I don't know. Wow, that's... I wonder how many figures are on this table. Look at that.
Just shy of 4,500, 5,000.
How many?
4,500 to 5,000.
4,500 to 5,000.
72 pike in each block, and it's 30 blocks on the table.
Wow, that looks amazingly impressive.
34 elephants and around about 300 cavalry.
Here's another view of that game. Between 4,500 and 5,000 figures apparently. Staggering. Impressive. Hobby Hive, and then the Great Escape Games stand, which I need to get into, but it looks a bit busy at the moment, so I think I'll come back later. Here's another game. This is the Death Ride of Gustavus Adolphus, 1-to-1 scale, Butler Lutzen, 1632. Yeah. Amazing. Looks very good. These guys are looking for a result today, obviously. They're getting on with the game. There's the Ceresa Precision stand. They do some lovely buildings.
Yeah, but imagine like this.
And at a very reasonable cost as well. I do like their products. I'm not quite sure what this game is, but it looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? Look at that town. The work that's gone into the terrain here is amazing. And there's aircraft flying around, so it must be some sort of aerial combat. Oh, it's Carentan, so it's Normandy, World War II, rapid fire for the rules I think they're using. That is some work gone into that, isn't it? Brilliant. Look, here's the US tanks going in this side. A lot of the fighting's going on over there, on the outskirts of Carentan. This is different. This is Southbourne Tabletop and Board Gamers. They put on a game of War Room. It seems, I don't know anything about this, but you can see it's a world map and there's a lot going on. So all types of wargaming going on here today. There's another big game, 28mm. The Battle of Lectra, 371 BC between Thebes and Sparta. I've never heard of that battle, but it looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? Again, I've got no idea how many figs are on show here, but 2,000 or 3,000 maybe. So now we're entering the lard zone, seemingly, which is two fat lardies, of course. Let's see what they've got going on. Again, look at this scenery. Look at this terrain. Pretty amazing. Yeah, so this is the chain of command rules. Looks like a fantastic game too.
These guys are going to charge them. Just charge what? Just go right across the whole. How many times?
Another popular set of rules. This is a participation game. Never mind the bill hooks. Come and join in, it says. I will do later maybe if I get time. Look at that. Looks a nice little game. Fantastic scenery again. This is, of course, is all fighting for the medieval period. Yeah, excellent. I'll come and have a go at that if I get time later. I'm going to run out of time today. That's the trouble with me. There's so much to do here, and so much to see. We're still in the large zone. This is General d'Armée. I've played these rules a couple of times. They're very good. I haven't bought a set yet myself, but I know they are very popular. This is 15mm. Yeah, so these are rules for bigger battles, as you can see. Looks good. Judging by the hat, I think this is the new rules, What a Cowboy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Nice little western town there with a train, no doubt. A lot of fighting going on.
He's got a banana as token.
Yep. They've only just been released, I believe, these rules, so I'm sure they'll do very well. People down having a bit of a break. One of the big problems, I think, with all these big shows, and Salute included, is there's never enough places to sit and have a little break. There's a few tables and chairs here, but they're all full, as you can see. They really could do with a few more tables around so people can sit down, because walking around for a couple of hours, I've only been here an hour so far, and I'm getting tired already. I could do with sitting down, but there isn't anywhere to sit. other than that area I just showed you. And yet they've got room down the sides of the hall to put some more tables and chairs. And if I was going to have a bit of a moan about anything, it would be that. There really ought to be more room to relax, have a break, and then get back to slogging. You see, look at over here. There's lots of room down here where you could put tables and chairs. And they haven't done so. It's a shame, really. There we go. Moan over. So I'm down the other end of the hall now. I've had a complete circuit, a quick look around of all the stands. I need to go back and do a bit more shopping, but this is just to give you an idea of what this show is like. And as you can see, it's pretty busy. Some of the stands are very busy, but later on there's a couple I want to go back to, and later on it will be a bit quieter. But as you can see, it's a massive show, and it's very easy to spend a lot of money because everywhere I look, the stuff I want to buy. Just heading up through the centre now, the centre of the hall. Yeah, really, really busy today. Hopefully the traders will do really well. Well, I'm just going to go back onto the Foundry stand to see whether I can get the figures I want, and I'll report back later. Hi guys, back home now after Salute. I didn't do any more recording, in fact, while I was there, because I was running out of power, and to be honest, I thought I had enough footage anyway. We carried on walking around. As you know, I went with Graham. We split up when we were in there because he was after different things to me. I met up with a good mate of mine, Dom, as well. And we all went outside for lunchtime, which was a rather good idea, and had a beer or two. Well, they did. I don't drink alcohol lunchtimes. It goes to my head too much. I had this, there we are, that's what I had. It was actually very pleasant. We had a spot of lunch as well. And then we went back in, walked around a lot more. Graham had, I think, a couple of games. I had a look at sort of some of the new rules out. And yeah, so just walked and spent too much money. This is what I actually bought. The main thing I bought was, as I mentioned, my next project is 100 Years War. And I bought 4 boxes of Perry plastics. And I've already worked out there's more than enough here to do 2 30-point armies, French and English, for Lion Rampant. I will eventually possibly use these for Saga as well when the new rules come out later on in the year, which we're not quite sure yet what period they're going to be covering, but as it's going to be Age of Chivalry, I think it's pretty much certain that it will be 100 Years War. I don't think it'll be War of the Roses, although I'd get away with these figures with that anyway. But I also bought 3 of the figures that War Games Illustrated do. I bought Alexander because I want a Greek foot figure for Saga. Then I bought a Joan of Arc figure, a mounted Joan of Arc figure, and then Prince Louis. I suppose he can be, painted up as either side, really. I also got a free dice, as you can see, the free dice that celebrate 50 years of Salute. I got also the Viking, which, as you can see, I've already put on the base. I need to sort of paint him up. I'll use him because I've got a Viking army, and you can never have too many leaders. And then I also bought 5 Bandidos from War Bases. They look so nice. To be honest, I've probably got enough Bandidos really, but I just love the look of these figures, so I was sort of tempted and couldn't stop myself buying them. I also bought some bases. As you can see, I've already mounted the horses. I'm doing some Persian cavalry, and I wanted that sort of shape base. So I didn't spend as much really as I could have done, but there was a few of the traders weren't there that I wanted. I knew they wouldn't be there, but I still thought I might pick up other bits and pieces. I had a list of about a dozen different small things, and I didn't get any of them. So I'm going to have to order those by post, order those online. But it was just nice to have a look round. A lot more games on this year. Some of the games so impressive, fantastic. A huge amount of work goes into some of these games. They were quite, stunning really. And nice to see, several painting competitions going on. I didn't have time to enter any really in the end. Anyway, I'm not good enough to be perfectly honest. So that was good to see. And what trade stands were there seemed to be very, very busy. So hopefully they've done well, and they'll be back there next year. So it was just a day out really. There was nothing I was desperate for. I could have ordered all these things online, of course, but it's just nice, isn't it, to walk around. It was so nice. I had several people come up and say, "Oh, you're Alec from War Games Hobby, aren't you?" And it was so nice, to meet people that I haven't met before and chat about some of the things I've featured on my channel. As you know, I'm not a regular poster. I just put something on when I think it's worthwhile. And it was a real pleasure. So thanks for everyone that came up and said hello. It was really nice to meet you. So that's it. It was a good show, and I hope you enjoy having a little look. I'm sure there'll be something official coming out about the show. Mine was very much unofficial, but it just gives you an idea of what the show was like. Right, so keep well, keep wargaming, have fun, and I'll see you again soon.